Hello everyone, I'm Niharika John Mehra. Welcome to this session where we will be practicing some questions. So here in this session, we have some questions. And we are gonna cover questions from vocabulary, from error detection, from comprehension in this series, which is booster series. Okay, तो आपको बहुत कुछ यहाँ पे help मिलेगी. It is something like an all-round practice for all of you who have already studied little bit something. There has already been some knowledge given to you. You have prepared a little bit, then you can participate in this exercise. Do the questions with me along with the timer, and make sure that you learn if you don't know, you revise if you already know, and also you'll get to know what are your strengths. I mean, which topic is something that you're really good at and where you still require more practice. Okay, so multi benefits you have from this session. For those who don't know me, I am Niharika John Mehra, and I have been teaching English subject for competitive exams for more than 10 years now. And let's start with a close test. Like and share करना नहीं भूलना है आपको session को. Okay. So this is the first question. Now this is called a close test. जिन्हें नहीं पता है. A paragraph with 5-6 blanks you get to see. हर एक के लिए आपको एक right answer ढूंढना है. But it is very important for you to go through the paragraph as well. मतलब आपको एक rough reading देनी है paragraph को before you start solving blanks one by one. So I'm gonna give you some extra time. Please first read. Make this a habit. Otherwise, आप exam में नहीं करोगे. And then you can end up making a silly mistake. We don't want that. Okay. So please read it first, skim it, and then start answering. For this one, we are going to do all the 5 blanks together, and then I'll explain all the 5 blanks. Answer is B. Try to find a pattern. Just try to figure out the right answer. As I told you, make it a habit that you make sure you go through all the all the details mentioned in the para. Sometimes answer यहाँ hidden होता है. So as with the individual human beings, nations also go through their own arcs of something. So there is something going on, but it is compared with human beings. So what is there? Have you ever heard expansion of human being? You don't expand, right? It's not the right way to put it. So that's why expansion decrease. No, stagnation is where a point where things are not flowing ahead, and that's why they are rotting. Okay, वो rot हो रही है, खराब हो रही है, spoil हो रही है. Unfolding is to reveal is something. Something is getting unfolded is when something is coming in front of everyone. So we are comparing nations just like human beings. Both of them can evolve, and that's why answer is evolution, where the change happens for the betterment. Next one, we are faced with multiple challenges, issues of economy, land, soil, and water, a dash population, national security. So here is a tip for all of you. Now, whenever you have such a scenario where in the same sentence you get two blanks, make sure that you do them parallelly. Currently, when we were doing practice, I didn't give you that option. But in exam, if they are this close in the same statement, you are getting two blanks. Try to do both of them parallelly. दोनों के options check करना, फिर answer decide करना. Okay. So we are faced with multiple challenges, complex issues. I wanted to use what an adjective over here to talk about what kind of issues. So totality is a noun. Compound is a noun, and also adjective, but compound issues will not give you. Structure is a noun, no meaning. Synthetic, it's the type of fiber material. तो वो भी आंसर नहीं. A dash population, national security. Okay. So what kind of population? See, these are the issues. Okay. So issues of something जिनके issues हो सकते हैं, something those things which can create problem. So it relates to land, economy, soil, and what kind of population could it be? Prospering is a good thing. Yes, you can have a population that is prospering, getting richer day by day, but that's a positive thing. Shrinking population is also in a way not that bad. That is lessening in number. Diminishing is log marte ja rahe, makes no sense. Blossoming. See, we want to talk about the population which is of course increasing, and that's why it is a problem. Okay. But when you use the word blossoming, it talks about the good kind of growth which you are getting to see. Okay. Burgeon is to increase rapidly. So simply the increasing population is of course a challenge. Blossom gives you the positive context. Okay. His business blossomed very well. So that means it grew where it was supposed to grow and in a very well manner. That's why blossoming, though it is increasing, but here it cannot come with the word population and the context. In all this, we are looking at a narrow window of opportunity. Now, this is a phrase. If you know this, you will know for sure, like in the first look, you will be able to know this answer. Window of opportunity is that small time period where you can grab that opportunity. So, convenience, liberty, that is freedom, probability, that is chance, and spell, which is actually a verb, cannot come here. Then we can act the resoluteness and shift the course of 1.3 billion people, harness the potential of our dividend. See, we are talking about number of people. We are talking about the context here that you are getting is we want to utilize so many people that we have in a population. The population related word is only one word, which is demographic. Demographic is something that relates to स्ट्रक्चर जिसके लिए नाम दिया है स्ट्रक्चर को दैट रिलेट्स टू पॉपुलेशन so arithmetical, we don't want any of these words. Okay. And it is nothing to do, it has nothing to do with analysis, arithmetic, stats, number. Demographic is the contextual word here, and if you have read a lot, अगर आपने reading बहुत करी है, for sure you will be able to do this. And the last one, I think I showed you the answer, but still okay, let's understand. Invest in raising the quality and consciousness of the people and steer the economy on the right track. Always make sure to read the whole statement. Whatever this is, the economy and ecology on the right track. तो track पे क्या करते हैं? Would we divert it? No. Pilot is beginning something. Okay. Then because we want a verb here, if you have noted. Okay. So that's there. Then route दो तरीके से बोला जाता है. Conduct, we are talking about putting things in the right track, taking things in the direction. So the right word is to steer. Okay, that is giving correct direction or the direction wherever we want to take something. Sentence starters, questions, connectors. Questions, please read the instruction carefully. That's very important for you. Okay. Oh, how you're supposed to mention, I have already mentioned earlier, but I'll quickly give you a recap. Subject and verb of both the sentence, जिसको आपको join करना है, very important. Understand that, and most of the times you will get the same subject working in the same direction or opposite, or maybe one thing the person is doing and the other thing is the result of it. So most of the times you will have common subject. If not, then there has to be a link between these two sentences which you have to understand. Mostly you will be able to do this through understanding subject and verb. Second, read the instruction very carefully. These options may or may not be starters. That means you can get any of these phrases in the beginning and then your A and then B sentence will come. or you can get A and then the phrase and then the B part, the B sentence. Okay. He was short of cash. That means उसके पास cash नहीं था, and with no industry track record. Also उसके पास proper documents नहीं थे. Banks would not lend him more money. See, he has no money. He's in need of money, but he doesn't have the required documents and all. So we can use all three of them since he was. Okay. So banks. So you can say since. Uh, you can say B first. Banks would not lend him more money. Why? You can use first one and the third one because he was short of cash and no track record. Since he was short of cash and no track record. Now, if you want to use the second one, then you have to use it this way. A will come. He was short of cash, so banks did not. You might know that you need to show your bank statement in order to get money from banks. Okay, that's why he was short of cash. कुछ guarantee and all नहीं है तो banks नहीं देंगे money. It could be this way as well. It's a cause effect relationship between these two sentences. Answer here is second and third. Let's how subject and verbs are. They don't build new properties, they acquire poorly performing hotels, remodeling them into modern hotspots. So they don't build, but they renovate in a way. Okay, so we have common denominator here, common subject. So it's nothing that has to do with one thing happening and in the same way other thing taking place. Okay, one plus one ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Not one thing getting added. So and gives you the sense of one thing getting added to the previous one, which is not here. So we are saying they don't build new properties. Instead, in the place of building, they acquire. So beautifully, you can use A. Second one, go to the B one. Then, but now, yes, they talk about different kind of relationships. In first case, where second is used, first action is not done in the place of building. Second is done. But also, these are opposite things. There is a contrast that also exists between these two statements. So, yes, there is a possibility to use third as well. And I'm going to say they don't build, but they do something else. Okay, so this but we are using in the sense where they are using or they are doing something which is sort of opposite, not exactly opposite of the first thing. Okay, there we go. Second and the third one. Answer is first and the third one. So humans are still writing the programs that are effectively the base of many AI operations. This is many AI operations, the common thing here, which is in this case the object. So humans are still writing programs which relates to this. Many programs are already capable of training themselves. See, these two things are opposite to each other. In the first statement, we are saying that we require humans to do something that relates to AI operations. We require humans. In the second sentence, we are saying something opposite, that we don't need humans. They are self trained, they are capable of training themselves and adapting on their own. They need humans or they don't need humans. The question arising like so in our mind, and that's why you are not going to use because you, since you are given permission in the instruction here, you can use in the starting or not. So though if you want to use the first one, then A will come, comma B will come. So though humans are still writing, comma, many programs are already capable. For the second one, first for the third one, you have to write A first, then however is the connector here, and then you are going to continue with the B section. So this is important for you to know and learn the position of the conjunction, how it is used, and if it is going in line with the instruction or not. People were angry at China and wanted to boycott Chinese products. ND wanted to boycott. 20 Indian soldiers martyred in the region. Of course, even if you don't read the options, you know that's the reason why people are angry. So, although which is used for contrast has no use in this case, because and since again you can use them as starters or somewhere in between, you are going to say it in this way. A will come first. People were angry. They wanted to boycott Chinese product. Why? Because since I'll also tell you the whole family, and then you go with the B one because now you get to see the reason why people are angry, why they don't want to do anything with Chinese. Now there are four conjunctions because, since, as, for. Okay, these four you can use and then introduce a reason after them. Here is what happened. So the result comes first or the effect comes first, then any of these four, and then you continue with the reason. So wherever you are able to use because, since, as, for, other three can also be. Okay. Adarsh intended his statement on pandemic as a joke. So whatever he said them as a joke. The memory these statements resurrected was painful. So resurrect matlab वापस से जिंदा. The memory these statements resurrected, these things were painful. So they were not haha things, they were the things which made people cry. So the two opposite things. Okay? For opposite things, you can use yet and although. Positioning is going to be different. For, as I told you, it's used as a conjunction to talk about result and the reason, the cause, effect, relationship. Third is out. So, of course, other options are out. Now, yet is used before the contradictory statement. So, Adarsh intended his statements as a joke, yet, but, however, the memory these statements resurrected was pain. If you want to use the second one, then it will first start with this although. So, your although he intended his statements, okay, so you're going to use A first and continue with a comma and then B. Okay, always focus on the placement as well. Wrap up with this question. These are very simple prelims or phase 1 level question. Answer here is for the third one. So the children were excited and happy. Positive sense. Their uncle and aunt had come to visit them. It shows why they were excited and happy. So it is super duper simple. Okay, so first and the third one. Just now I told you for cause effect. If you want to mention, then you can use because, since, you can use for. So here it is. Okay, there you go. ये आपने first वाला is followed in B. You are using first and the third one. Moreover, is whenever there is something going on, in addition to it, something greater is there in your statement that you are adding. Okay? So that's how you use it, which has no meaning, no sense to be used over here. Okay? So that's it for this session. I wanted to take this session live, but again, some technical issues were there. I couldn't go live. So here is a recorded session for you. But my classes are going live on YouTube on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's on CrackGradeB channel. That's our main channel, primary channel. And then we also have a secondary channel, that's IBPS channel, CGB IBPS. So there my classes are on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 1:30 p.m. These are short classes, daily dose of practice for all of you, which of course is not a time consuming one, but definitely will give you good amount of quality practice. Okay. See you later. Take care. Don't forget to like, share.